A Feminist's Lifetime by Janessa Banzin. Kate Millett once stated, "It is interesting that many women do not recognize themselves as discriminated against, and no better proof could be found of the totality of their conditioning." Kate Millett was born on September 14, 1934, in St. Paul, Minnesota, and died on September 6, 2017 due to cardiac arrest. In her lifetime, she became an activist, writer of 10 books, and a teacher in which she has taught for 10 years. As for her education, Millett graduated in 1956 from the University of Minnesota as magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English. She then continued her education and was able to achieve her doctoral degree in the College of Columbia University. Whereas in her love life experience, Millett first married Fumio Yoshimura, a Japanese sculptor, from 1965 to 1985. However, later got a divorce and was remarried to Sophie Kerr, a Canadian journalist. Millett was not seen as a polite middle-class girl because she could be too brutally honest or hard-headed, which she later admitted to being bisexual. In sociology, Kate Millett was known for being an activist for second-wave feminism, which started in the 1960s. Second-wave feminism is about one's sexuality, family, and the ability to reproduce. It allowed bringing people to the attention of rape and domestic violence. Out of the 10 novels Millett has written, her very first book, called Sexual Politics, published in 1970, was the most famous for bringing awareness. The novel allowed and brought awareness to women who did not realize that they were being discriminated against, which resulted in a culture shock. The last novel she was able to publish was written in 2001, called Mother Millett. Millett was inspired to write books about women's rights, mental health, and a few memoirs about herself. This allowed her to become an expert for the abortion reform and rights for women, which then led Millett to be a leading figure in women's movement. In 1966, Millett was a committee member of the National Organization for Women and contributed more in many ways. For example, in 1979, Millett went to Iran and worked for the Iranian women's rights with her wife. She stood up for preventing boys and girls to be separated from schools and women having to wear veils. However, she got locked in a room in the immigration headquarters a few weeks after arriving in Iran later and publishing a book on her experience. As an activist, Kate Millett spoke out as an influencer of the anti-psychiatric movement because psychiatry never healed mental illness, nor was a legit branch of medicine. While in 1978, she became an associate of the Women's Institute for Freedom of the Press. The Institute was a non-profit organization that was intended to increase communication connection between women themselves and connect the public with different ways of women-based media. Kate Millett was able to accomplish many things, but there were two that greatly were remarkable. She was able to enter the National Women's Hall of Fame in 2005 and was able to change Minnesota's commitment law that a trial is required before a person is sentenced. I want to end with another quote Kate Millett stated, which was, "Because of our social circumstances, male and female are really two cultures and their life experiences are utterly different. Just think about what you can do to change a social problem by simply using your voice." If you would like to learn more about Kate Millett, visit these sources.